man, what's next? A zombie apocalypse? Are y'all ready for the zombie apocalypse? You know, I got a gun now. I was like, just in case. Because my girl be having dreams about the zombie apocalypse all the time. The zombie apocalypse sounds kind of fun, depending on how fast the zombies are. If it's in World War Z zombies, I don't want no parts of that apocalypse. Running full steam, I got a good block before I just tap out. Go on without me, kids. I'm done on a block. I got no regret. I'm definitely shoving slow people into the mix, though. Before I go out, I'm tripping. Yeah, chew on that. But the zombie apocalypse, man, you got to be ready for it. The firearms. Sabrina be having dreams about the zombie apocalypse. She was like, yeah, we was held up in the high school in Burbank. We was holding it down. We was in there with the guy that owned the gun shop, so we had ammo. And then, you know, they came, they busted in, they bit you. And I was like, oh, that's when you woke up in the cold sweat? She was like, nah, we just killed you. And I was like, we had to kill you off, you got bit. Let me ask y'all this. If we were in the zombie apocalypse and you got bit, would you tell the other survivors? By round of applause, would you tell the other survivors? Oh, y'all just shady. None of y'all is telling? Y'all just gonna turn into the zombie on the sneak? We're gonna see you getting sweaty and pale. Like, Kev, you good? Yeah, I'm good, Tom. You looking real pale or nah? I'm good. Why you sweating? You gotta check and make sure they ain't zombies. Cause I'll be pleading my case. I would be honest with the group. I'd be like, yo, they bit me on the neck. I could change, but don't kill me yet. Charles, put the gun down. Don't kill me yet. You know what I'm saying? Give me a chance. Wait till I start turning, then kill me. They'd be like, Charles, calm down. I know you trigger happy. Just quiz me every hour. Make sure it's me, man. Have me reset, you know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lyrics. I'll be doing that every hour. West Philadelphia, born and raised, right, guys? Yeah. It's still me. It's still me. Hour 3, I'll be like, West Philadelphia, boy. Oh, shoot him, blast him, hold him. Kill him.
My cousin hates Halloween. He hates Halloween, boy. I don't mind Halloween. Our cat died 2 days before Halloween this year, so we left him in the yard for extra decoration for the kids. Do you dress up for Halloween? I did this year. My buddy, I wanted to help him out. He's got a health food business. He started a little gym in there, so I dressed up, put on a dress, and went as a trans fat. I always go with my kids trick-or-treating, you know, but here's the problem. I'm very flattered people dress like me when they trick-or-treat, but it's weird when I go because I'm just hanging out with my kids. They knock on the door, people are like, oh, look, little Batman, little Superman. Ah, Larry the Cable Guy, that's a good costume. Then I always hear somebody from the back of the room. Who is it? He's dressed like Larry the Cable Guy. Then I hear, that guy sucks. What the hell? Next time I'm gonna go as Foxworthy, all right? How's that? That's right. I don't care if anybody thinks he sucks. Anyway, my cousin hates Halloween. Hates it. He says to me, I am so sick and tired of Halloween. I'm trying to watch a daggum TV show. Trick or treat, every 2 minutes, trick or treat. Got to get up and give them candy. I'm like, oh, calm down. Buddy, you ain't got to participate. There's ways you can get around the Halloweening kids. You know what he did? Went down registered as a sex offender. I'm like, you do know all you got to do is turn your porch light off, right? You do know. He goes, you think I done something stupid? Yeah, I think you done something stupid. You're the sheriff, for heaven's sake. I always check my kids' candy for poisons and razor blades. Hold on, kids, you can't eat that yet. I got to check in for poisons and razor blades. They come down later on. Where's all our candy? And we live in a pretty bad neighborhood, I'll be honest with you. I swear we're going to move next year, I promise you. They ruined everything? No, not everything. They didn't touch that box of raisins in there, but they Tell you what, them Butterfingers, they was riddled with poisons in there.
You know, I do specials just to keep content out there, talk shit, bringing comedy out. I don't give a fuck about all that golden legend shit. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't give a fuck about cancel culture and none of that shit. I talk about what the fuck I want to talk about. But no matter what, I don't give a shit. Everything need to be talked about. Only way we can accept it. We got aliens running around Miami. We don't even know what the fuck they look like. But when I seen them black people running out there, that shit was for real. Cause black folks get the fuck out. Only people was taping it like, what's that? I swear that's an extraterrestrial. Black people like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what it is. One brother had his Jordans in his hand running. Black people don't play with that shit. We don't give a fuck. I knew it was for real. When you see them running, it was for real. They talking about, oh, it was nothing. It was kids with bottle rockets. No, there was some bullshit going down. Black people, we'll look out the window with gunshots going off. Them motherfuckers shooting again. That wasn't the same. That was the shit we ain't never seen before. That motherfucker came out of a motherfucking hole, dog. That motherfucker, nigga, I'm getting the fuck out of here. It's the end of the world, dog. That Walking Dead shit happened. I'm really out of here. I ain't trying to be. They had 19 seasons of that bullshit. I was like, what the fuck we gotta keep dealing with this? I was on Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. We did 5 seasons each. Walking Dead, they been on forever. All these dead bodies just steady walking. I'm just waiting for one smart zombie to just go. He's walking, he just sit down. I'll put it back. When I get up, I can't. I'm not gonna lose my virginity with a bottle. But one smart zombie just stopped going, excuse me, where are we walking to? And why do we eat brains? I really didn't eat brains when I was alive. Why would I fucking eat them dead? I've seen all this delicious chicken running around here. I got a taste for chicken. Anybody else? And why we ain't broke in a shoe store? Why are we attacking these people? Can we stop at Adidas or something? I've been walking in 10 seasons with these work boots on. I'm dead and my feet are killing me.
A lot of people still very worried about the devil. That bothers me. We're on the cusp of colonizing Mars. We're about to have 3D printers kick out usable biological organs, and we'd have even more cool medical and tech if more people focused on that and worried less about what's the devil up to, though? Where's the devil right now? And I get believing in like a good or an evil deity. I get believing in like a vague notion of like a good God and an evil God, but some people take it too far, and they add a lot of unnecessary stress to their lives, worrying that the evil deity is interfering on Earth in ways that can be easily and quickly disproven. I watch a lot of weird videos. And I know that a lot of people are worried right now that Katy Perry, the pop star, is famous because she sold her soul to Satan. Like, they really believe this. A lot of videos, get a lot of views, a lot of comments underneath them. Stuff like, enjoy your fame and fortune, whore of Babylon. There's no way that's true. There's no way that the devil is out there giving you whatever you want if you just give the devil your soul. Because if that was true, there would be a lot less homeless people. Like, you mean to tell me that some dude sleeping in a piss-filled alley, eating out of a dumpster, literally sucking dick for meth, isn't quite ready to make that deal? That guy would sell his soul for a chalupa. But you think in some magical scenario where, the devil's just gonna fix all his problems. He's gonna turn it down, where the devil's just, give me your soul. I'll make it all go away. Fame and fortune are yours. Just give me that sweet, sweet soul. Hey, get out of here, devil! How dare you! Sure, I'm going through a rough patch. I'll finish you in a second. You hold your horses. Hey. My teeth may be dirty, but my soul is clean.
I don't want to buy a house. I live by myself. And I'm scared of ghosts. I've seen enough movies to know that ghosts only haunt houses. Not one-bedroom apartments. Yeah. I've seen enough Hollywood movies to know that ghosts only haunt rich people's houses in the suburbs, preferably with a newborn baby. Because they got way too much to lose. Shit is high stakes. I live by myself. I ain't got nothing to lose. A ghost come haunt me, I just move. Worst come to worst, I lose my security deposit. Fuck it, What's a ghost gonna do? He's gonna follow me from unit to unit. Start knocking on my life fixtures and shit. I'm like, hey, dog, go ahead. It's not mine. You fuck around, we both get evicted, okay? Like, you don't want to be a homeless ghost. And if you really think about it, what kind of loser ghost haunts an apartment? That means that ghost probably died in that apartment. He didn't even die a homeowner. I ain't got no respect for that shit. He comes haunt me, I just start talking shit to him like, hey, dog, what was your credit score when you died, though? Like, for real.
God, stay happy. There's so many negative things in the world. Things that make me so angry sometimes. I just don't deal well with stress. Whether it's like dealing with cops or going to the DMV or seeing identical twins when you did not expect to see identical twins. That's fucking terrifying. Why do we live with that? We're supposed to be snowflakes. But every now and then there's a direct copy of one of us, and we don't just stab it in the skull. That's what you do with demons and doppelgangers.
Now I'm gonna get a little political. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna tell you guys my truth. Sorry, snowflakes. Sorry, snowflakes. If you don't like it, there's the door. Or you know what? Go sit at the children's table. Because I'm about to speak my truth, which is this. America used to be #1 at having haunted houses. What happened to us? Used to be every small town had a spooky old Victorian mansion covered in cobwebs and filled with ghosts. Used to be you couldn't walk into a new town without some old man coming up to you and going, "Ah, hello there, I see you're new in town. Oh yeah, whatever you do, don't go up Johnson Road to old man Withers' place. In 1807, he murdered his wife and 7 daughters. And on a cold winter's night, they say you can still hear him screaming and crying down the hill." We don't have that anymore. You know why? We tore down all those haunted houses and built Pizza Huts on them. And there's no such thing as a spooky abandoned Pizza Hut. You're not gonna walk into a new town and have some guy go, "Ah, hello there. I see you're new in town. Whatever you do, don't drive down Route 58 for 3/4 of a mile. There's our Pizza Hut there." They say since it opened in 2007, over 400 people died from osteosclerosis eating there. On a cold winter's night, you can hear the original manager screaming and crying because he still works there. Corporate will never promote him. Thank you. I really don't have anything to say about politics.
Marriages don't last. 52% of marriages end in divorce. And they say it's because of infidelity or finances. But I think most people get a divorce because the husband doesn't believe the wife when she tells him that their house is haunted. It's the plot of every ghost story. First, little kid sees the ghost, doesn't say anything. Then the wife sees the ghost, tells her husband, and then he says something dismissive like, "Oh, there's no such thing as haunted houses. Ghosts don't exist. You're just being emotional. Women are emotional. Are you on your period?" I don't know why the husband sounds like sexist Jimmy Stewart, but we're gonna roll with it. And then halfway through the movie, he'll see the ghost, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, hey, honey, this place is haunted. You were right." And for me, if I were the wife in this scenario, the whole movie would stop right there and I'd get real petty. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was what? I thought I just heard you say that I was right after you essentially called me crazy, crossing the line, talking about my lady time. Now you want to say that I'm right. You get on your knees. You get on your knees and you crawl over here and you say it in my good ear." Then a ghost would pop up and be like, "I'll kill you all." And I'll be like, "Yo, hold up a minute, ghost. I do believe my husband was in the middle of a long overdue apology. Let me hear it." Because marriages are based on trust. And you're gonna believe somebody on Yelp about a Chinese restaurant, but you won't believe your wife when she says there's a shadow demon in the living room. I'm better than Yelp. I'm your wife. We're getting a divorce. I want to be a vampire. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. You never get any older, never age, never die. Fantastic, sign me up. But I would appreciate a 6-month heads up. You know. Just so I could really hit the gym. Drop the baby weight. Maybe get a spray tan. This is eternity we're talking about, man. I want to look my best. Hey, here's a question. Can you smoke pot and eat cheesecake when you're a vampire? Because if you can, that's what I'm doing for the next 2,000 years. That's what I'm doing. And if you can't, then I am just going to eat people who just ate cheesecake. I'll be perched on top of Cheesecake Factory like Christopher Walken in The Prophecy, waiting for families to come out, rip out a tourist's throat and be like, a tuxedo cheesecake, my favorite. I love scary movies, man. I love them. And I love going to see them in the theater because it's the only time it's ever appropriate to yell the phrase, "Kill that fucking kid" in public. Because you can yell it during The Exorcist, but you can't yell it at Albertsons. They will ask you to leave, and you will not get your groceries. It's not fair. A friend of mine said that I shouldn't reference The Exorcist in that joke because, it's just so long ago, and I don't think people are gonna get the reference. For me, it's just a little before my time. Well, incidentally, it was before my time too, but I've seen it. A lot of things were before my time, like fire, the Constitution, the wheel, but I know what the fuck they are. So don't act like you're young and I'm old and you're cool, but I'm not, because I will put you in a fucking box. Before my time.
No
No,
but
we're all
we-
gonna die.
we're
We
gonna
know
die.
that.
I think we then.
Now you got to ask, like, what happens after we
Do
die?
you believe in ghosts? That's a great question.
Afterlife. Do you believe in ghosts? I think you get a different answer depending on how old is the person you're asking. Like, you ask like a millennial, like, do you believe in ghosts? They're like, I'm getting a blowjob right now.
Why are you bothering me right now? You can stay and watch. Just don't talk about ghosts and
Yeah.
make it weird. That's
Come on, man. Let's get to work.
you. Did you say get to
I
work?
said, let's get to work.
Okay,
I made it
all
a
right,
group
all right.
thing. All right.
Who are you, like Ray Lewis in an unfinished garage? Jesus Christ. Get to work. Put your hard hat on. Let's
Yeah.
do this blowjob. No, but you ask an older person nearer to death, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I do believe it. There better be ghosts."
Yeah. That's a retirement I don't have to save money for. All right.
Thank God, right? Maybe I'll ghost down in the Keys.
I don't have to decide
You
yet.
don't have to do it. But if we do believe in ghosts, and I think we're heading in that direction, then I think we all have to update our collective image of what a ghost is.
Yeah.
We have this sort of outdated image, like a 1870s sea captain with mutton chops and epaulets, dragging a bloody anchor across the floor, right? By the way, those guys are great. They're doing great.
They're on brand.
They're on point.
They're on fleek.
Fleet. Fleet.
Whatever it is. But look, you can't just decide that only some people become ghosts.
Yeah, people are dying every day.
God is making new ghosts every day.
Which should be God's new motto. Making
Making
new ghosts every day. How cool is that?
Look, but if that's true, then anyone can become a ghost. There are a lot of hipsters out there.
They're gonna die hopefully soon.
That's gonna happen.
Well, don't clap.
Hey, easy.
Easy.
Because I actually can't think of anything more annoying than having my house haunted by a hipster ghost.
How annoying would
Oh.
that be, right? You hear a sound at 3 a.m., you come downstairs, there's a hipster ghost just going through your record collection, judging you like, You're like, yeah, I bought a Hall & Oates album at a garage sale. This isn't the fucking movie High Fidelity, okay?
I don't have to justify all my choices to you. You know, I can't give my daughter a bath upstairs right now because there's a hipster ghost vaping in my bathtub. Thank you.
Honey, honey.
What?
Honey,
What?
do you smell that? Why does the garage suddenly smell like craft beer? What? What?
Who signed us up for an adult kickball league?
Who put a sleeve of tattoos on the dog?
Actually, I did that.
You did that?
I did do that.
Why would you do that?
I thought it would look cool.
Does it look cool?
Well, he's touring with the remaining members of Sublime, so
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I think you tell me if it looks cool.
Here's the thing. Go back and watch Amityville Horror or watch Poltergeist. When you have a real ghost haunting your house, you want to get your family out alive.
When you have a hipster ghost in your house, you just want that asshole out of
That's
the
it.
house.
So 3 weeks later, after the haunting, you hear a sound, you come downstairs, you see the sea captain from behind. Mutton chops, epaulets, you're like, ah,
Buddy.
sea captain. This is an archetype I can understand. This is something we can work with, right? Then he spins around, he's wearing an ironic Ghostbusters t-shirt. Hipster Ghost! It's like the all-female Ghostbusters reboot. Of course, a regular ghost makes the sound boo. Hipster ghost is like boo. Boo to all your choices. Boo. None of this food is farm to table. Boo.
Cage-free isn't necessarily organic. Boo. FYI.
By the way, FYI does not mean for your information.
No, it means fuck you, idiot.
Every time.
That's what it means. Most aggressive thing you can text
Ever.
to another human being.
3 big dates on the child calendar. You know, there's birthdays, and there's Christmas, and there's Halloween. And a couple of years ago was the first year that my kids were old enough to come up with their own Halloween costumes. And as a parent, I could not wait to see what they would be for Halloween because kids have amazing imaginations. You know what I mean? They could be anything for Halloween. Here's what my kids decided to be. My son decided to go as a pirate. My daughter decided to go as a princess. the least creative costumes in the world. Not for the first time, I was incredibly disappointed with my children. No, because if they had just put any more thought into their costumes, they could have been cool costumes. Like if my son had been like, I want to be a pirate, but I want to be a Somali pirate. I would have been like, that's a cool costume. My daughter would have been like, I want to be a princess, I want to be a Jewish American princess. I would have been like, cool costume. You know what the kid next door went as? A cat's tail. Not a cat, a cat's tail. When he came to our house and explained that he was not a pipe cleaner, which also would have been excellent, but was in fact a cat's tail, I did not give that child candy. I gave him a hug and I wrote him a check for $100.
What are some of the first scary movies that you guys ever saw as kids? The Exorcist. Beetlejuice. Nightmare on Elm Street. The Shining, The Blob. I had no idea as a kid how much these films and the genre of horror would shape my entire life. For me, it started when I was just a little girl. My dad recorded an 8-hour marathon of a TV show from 1964 that he thought I might like. Well, I did. I loved it. It changed everything. I told Barbie to sit on a chainsaw because I found Morticia Adams. And then I found the Grand High Witch from The Witches. And then I found Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus. And then I found Elvira from... If you don't know Elvira, then you don't even exist to me. And if you don't know that you don't even exist to me, it's the best line from The Craft. This is gonna be a long hour for you. And then I found out that my grandfather was an actor, and he was also on a television show from 1964 called Gilligan's Island. He was the skipper. But also, he was in a scary movie called The Giant Spider Invasion. And then I found out that my great-grandfather, Alan Hale Sr., was Errol Flynn's sidekick in the 1930s, and that one night he had a party at his house, and Bela Lugosi showed up early and punked my grandmother, waited until she was alone in a dark room, came up behind her and said, I am Dracula. Scared the shit out of her. And then I turned 8. And I found out that my parents were getting divorced. I found out that my mom was moving me out of my home into a new house that happened to be across the street from where they filmed Poltergeist. I was just crushed that they didn't do it sooner. Oh my God, the Poltergeist house? That's fucking rad. Fucking divorce is awesome. Holy shit. So then once my mom moved out, my dad started to show me the real scary movies. He let me watch Stephen King's It. I had nightmares for the next 6 years. I was like, really, Dad? Coming from a broken home wasn't hard enough? You had to throw in a child-eating clown? When Georgie died, I thought that was my fault too. I did not see the new It when it came out into theaters. I did not see it, because first, I'm a Tim Curry loyalist. Second, movie tickets are so expensive. I thought, you know what? If I want to see a painted man in a gutter, I'll go to West Hollywood at last call. So then I turned 13. And I got to see my first scary movie in a theater. It was Scream. I became a woman that day. I did. Sometimes the killer underneath the mask is hideous and disgusting, and sometimes it's Skeet Ulrich. Now, I don't know what kind of a name Skeet is. But I'm pretty sure when I saw how hot he is, that's what I did. Just the whole back row. And I convinced my dad to take me to see it 6 times. 6 times. He had no idea it was my own personal Debbie Does Dallas. But the first movie ever to truly mesmerize me was Halloween. The original Halloween. I'm a Michael Myers girl. That is my guy. The thing about Michael Myers is he's been killing people for decades. And he's still power walking like a motherfucker. Apparently, evil never dies or gets arthritis. Then there's the holiday Halloween, which is my all-time favorite. I love it. Makes me feel like a kid. I buy all the merchandise. Particularly, I love all of the fall candles. It's my favorite. See, I'm doing this thing now where I'm trying not to eat sugar. So I buy candles that smell like the things I can't eat. Like blueberry maple pancakes, pumpkin pecan waffles, pussy. I want to. I do. I just... You buy a lot of candles, don't you? Fantastic. I took my mom to her very first drag show on Halloween one year. And it was an incredible night. So we go, and I knew all the girls, I knew all the queens. So we show up, and the queen hosting liked to do this thing where she would invite new audience members up to the stage and ask them, dick or clit? Meaning, what do you like? So she gets my mom up, she gets to my mom, and my mom, without missing a beat, yells, clit! The whole room goes crazy. They're like, whoa, whoa, Sam, your mom's a lesbian? That's so cool. I had no idea. My mom figures it out, and she turns into this demon. She just starts yelling, dick! I like dick! Dick! Oh my God, Mom, who are you, the Babadook? What? I love all the new Halloween movies. I love Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends. I'm super here for it. But some of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes, maybe not so much. I don't know. That last one, it was so bad, I'd rather watch Keanu Reeves attempt that British accent, Bram Stoker's Dracula. It was uncomfortable. I think I'd be more comfortable watching Basic Instinct with my father.
I get to travel a lot for this. What I like to do when I travel is I like to watch horror movies. My wife doesn't like horror movies, so I'll watch horror movies. One of my favorite types of horror movies to watch are like haunted houses. I love those movies. My friends make fun of me though. They're like, dude, the movie's stupid. I'm like, well, that's how my friends sound, by the way, idiots. That's what I hang out with. Dude. Haunted houses are stupid. I don't know why, he's been grandfathered in our friendship, right? It's like, why are they dumb? They're like, cause. Why doesn't the family just move out? Then there's no movie. They could just move out of the house. Then the movie's over. I'm like, okay, that's actually a pretty good point, honestly. But I'm like, the reason they don't move out of the house is because you have to move. Dude, moving is a nightmare. Moving is the last thing I ever want to do. My brother asked me to move last month. I don't talk to him anymore. All I'm saying is, like, if I moved into a house, right? And I just unpacked the last box, and all of a sudden the walls start bleeding, the cabinets start flipping around, there's two girls in the hallway holding hands like this, right? I would just look at my wife and be like, listen, let's just give it a year, okay? It's in a good school district. Even the two girls holding hands said it was. Dude, I would rather deal with a demon crawling on the ceiling every single night than have to move a dresser down a flight of stairs. I think that's why ghosts haunt one place when they die, because even when they die, they're like, I'm not moving. That's crazy. Honestly, I could live with two ghosts. I could live with the Holy One and Patrick Swayze. Those are the two. That's right. And honestly, like, that would be great, because, like, if I'm trying to fix some stuff, Patrick Swayze could come behind me and put his hands on my hands and show me how to fix some stuff. You guys ever notice that in haunted house movies, like, this is what I noticed too, it's always a white family. It's always a white family that stays in a haunted house. They're all the movies are about, and they just stay in there and they get murdered. I've never seen a haunted house with a black family, right? Black people, where are you? Dude, you wouldn't stay in a haunted house, would you?
Hell no.
Hell no, exactly, dude. Exactly. Dude, black people move out of their house if you show them a magic trick, right? You'd be like, is this your card? You'd be like, hell no. Gone, dude. Out of there.
I guess I do like to consume violent media. Like, I love horror movies. I love them so much. Yeah! All right, got some Shudder subscribers here. Look at that. They do scare me, but I love them. I like to be scared, you know? One of my least favorite things about horror movies, though, is almost all of them are about teenagers. That's boring. Let's get a little diversity in there. I want to see a horror movie about senior citizens, because they wouldn't give a fuck. You'd be like, this demon poses a serious threat to your life. And they'd be like, yeah, so do stairs. Come at me, bro. I'm not afraid of ghosts, I'm afraid of unshoveled sidewalks. Another horror trope that I don't like is there's so many horror movies that are about like an amazing single mom who immediately clocks that there's something wrong with her obviously possessed child. I want to see a horror movie about the worst single dad you have ever seen, whose child's head is just making full rotations, and he's like, damn, puberty's nuts. Just finds the family hamster brutally murdered. He's like, if you can't take care of your pet, we're not gonna be able to get another. Don't roll your eyes at me. Oh wow, they're all the way back. That's impressive. Okay, we can get another hamster.
I watch horror movies, they're not realistic. Oh, y'all gonna act like you don't know what I'm talking about. Why is it that the person in the horror movie that always looks like they run for fun, they're the ones that fall down when the killer gets behind them? And the killer is slow walking. And he gave you a head start. You heard the music? You know it's time to run. It's not the time to ask questions. Black people, grab your white friends. When stuff happens, stop leaving them. Stop doing it. Yo, that's inconsiderate. I promise you, if there's a loud noise that happened right now, all the black people would be gone. And our white friends would be like, hey. Stop asking questions, white people. That's another thing. I love y'all, but stop. There's a time to ask questions. It's when we're in a safe place. Y'all seen the horror movies, right? They're running from the killer, and they get a safe distance from the killer, and what do? They stop. And turn around. Killer, are you there? Hello? Are you still trying to kill me? Makes no sense, none. And then why is it that you are running for your life and all of a sudden you get hit with SWV? Weak in the knees. Come on. You get weak in the knees, you fall down. Donnie McClurkin, we fall down. But the key is to get back up. You fall down and you can't get up. You become a Life Alert commercial in the middle of the horror movie. What is wrong with you? I'm in a room full of vets. You know, we better low crawl or something.
In my super fundamentalist Christian church youth group, they used to dress us up like clowns. Stay with me. We put on like a sinful clown play in the park. And each clown represented a different sin. So we had premarital sex clown. Oh, there's some premarital sex clowns here tonight. Yeah. We had abortion clown. Don't get mad at me, I'm just telling you what happens. And we took the youth group on a mission trip to New York City. We took our sinful clown play on the road. They took us to a neighborhood in New York called Spanish Harlem.
In the 90s.
So imagine 20 white suburban teenagers walking down the sidewalk of Spanish Harlem, dressed like abortion clown. They were all staring at us and laughing in Spanish. We did a lot of weird productions like that. Every year for Halloween, we put on this haunted house that simulated you going to hell. Stay with me. It started with your funeral, a lovely way to spend a Friday evening. And we had our haunted house set up where you had to crawl under your coffin to get into hell. I don't know how biblically accurate this is. That's how we did it. And then it was just room after room of youth group kids screaming at you. But it was similar in theme to the sinful clown play. We had a room about premarital sex. We had a room about abortion. There was even a room about lust. You just can't win. It featured a man masturbating in the flames of hell. It's the kind of wholesome entertainment we're missing today.
I feel like zombies are hella wasteful. Yeah, just let that soap in for a second. Zombies, hella wasteful. Think about every time you've seen a zombie movie or zombie show, right? You see the zombie, chasing somebody, they run 6 blocks, zombie falls, gets up, gets the person, take one bite, and then goes the fuck on. I'm like, nigga, nuh-uh, come back, finish me, finish this. How you chase me for 6 blocks and don't finish your food? Who do that? I'll be mad as fuck. You know, so I just gotta turn. No, nigga, you ain't even try these thighs. Try the thighs, baby, try the thighs. Be some succulent ass thighs. I'll put baby oil on today. No dick. Too soon? It's been coming for years. Now he's gonna be screaming, stop, I don't wanna take that. I don't wanna take You like, stop! Oh, I got it. Okay, wait, let me do the report again. I don't know how much of that goddamn paper towel was on my fucking forehead. You know what, fucking keep it in there, keep it in there. Keep the real nigga shit in there. We shooting this special with real people, and I'm a real person too. There's 100 of us in this room with no AC. I thank the black people for sticking around. Yeah, man. Finish your food, man. I feel like if I was a zombie, I still would have that same type of mentality. I would be the only zombie out there with Tupperware walking. But I'm black, so it'd probably be like a Cool Whip boy. But I lost the lid the first day, so I gotta hold it like this. Zombie with Tupperware is a wild ass sign. You see all the zombies running and shit. These some good ass toes. I want these for later. I wonder if people taste different to zombies too. Like a white person who ain't never had like no seasoning on their food. Like for real, no fried chicken, no baked macaroni and cheese, no catfish. And they became a vegan. I want to see that. feel like that zombie a bite. I'm like, I'd be mad as shit if a zombie did after he bit me. Bitch, fuck you. Try this other side. It won't be no different with black people. He said we all got our shit. He bite us and get high blood pressure and the shit. This nigga guy, he the only zombie with diabetes. He's chasing people with his leg falling off. He's standing over the fire. It's like Soul Food. Like, Big Mama, your arm. Big Mama, your arm. Yeah. I think if we had a zombie apocalypse, I'd do all right. Would you do all right, sir? Yeah, you'd be all right. Cool. How about you? You do all right? I don't believe you. You was like, yeah. You didn't sound confident. And I get it. That's a crazy thing to think about. That'd be a lot to take in. A zombie apocalypse. Let me ask you this. If it was like, what if it was like a soft launch to the zombie apocalypse? Like a friends and family only weekend. Like three cities, like New York, LA, and Atlanta. You think you'd make it there? Yeah. I think LA and New York would be fine. I'd be worried about Atlanta. I feel like them country niggas would be catching the zombies and walking them like pit bulls. You go to the basketball court, you see a nigga walking up with a zombie like, yeah, what up there? Fuck, nigga, you see what the fuck going on, boy? Goddamn, yeah, I think got this bitch right here. Pure blood, yep, my man and daddy was a zombie, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Before they had the bitch, they was zombies. Before they had a little motherfucker. What you say? Well, I'll let this bitch go right there. And I'll say I won't let it go right there. I'll let this bitch go right there. Say I won't fuck, nigga. You know what the fuck it is, boy. Goddamn me. Nigga act like a gang. Nigga act like shit can't go down in this bitch. This shit go down, nigga. He got all 36, nigga. He got all 36. That'd be crazy as fuck. You imagine going to your homeboy house, he got a fucking zombie tied to a stick in the middle of his yard. He's just walking the fucking perimeter. You don't even know. You walk to the gate. Hey, what the fuck is that? Aw, man, shut your scary ass up. He ain't gonna do nothing to you. He's still a baby. Nigga, it's a zombie. Baby or not, he can kill me. He take his shoe off, throw it at the zombie, hit the zombie in the head, not the zombie agitated. He trying. I'm trying to ease on by. The zombie going crazy. Fuck around and scrape me on my neck, and then I turn into a fucking zombie. You know how mad I'd be if I turn into a zombie from a scrape? It's not even a good go out sortie. What happened to it? That nigga got scraped on the neck. After that, he was a gaga. Because black people, we ain't gonna just call them zombies. We be like, hey, it's a whole motherfucking pack of yayas over there. God damn, they got a robot. That robot is some more yayas everywhere in that bitch. I be mad as fuck if I turn into a zombie. I be petty too. Fuck it then, fuck it. I'm just biting niggas on their necks and their dicks. I don't care. It ain't gay if you a zombie. It ain't gay if you a zombie. I don't care. What you gonna say? I'm a zombie, bitch. I'm dead. I have no sexual orientation. I just want to make an inconvenience for you. Because in the odd chance you don't turn into a zombie, now you gotta explain your dick bite.
I was in Minneapolis over Halloween. I love Minneapolis. It's a fun city. It was at the apex of the giant national clown scare of 2016, where full-grown adults were suddenly afraid of clowns. And someone called the cops on a clown sneaking around the neighborhood I was in, and the cops showed up and shot a clown to death. And it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. They killed... Now, when I say that, the clown was clocked in. It wasn't like an off-duty clown who was just hanging out, like just, I like the nightlife, I like the boogie. Nope. No, this was a clown in full clown. And fuck a clown. You're all fucking grown-ups, okay? How the fuck are you scared of clowns? Really? Your bullshit fear? Look, I get it. I get that if you went home tonight and you opened your closet door and there's a clown on the other side, you have every right to shit your pants and jump back and be like, what the fuck? Because there wasn't a clown when you left. And of course, that's fight or flight, stranger danger, you're ready, right? What the fuck is a clown doing here? And also, a clown, come on, there's no sad way for a clown to die. If you watched a whole bunch of owls just descend on a clown and start pecking his eyes out, you'd be like, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. If a clown ran across the tarmac and was like, I'm late for my plane, and got sucked into a turbine and just confetti shot out the other side, you guys would be like, that is amazing. You're scared of clowns? Let me tell you something. Back up. You got a clown in your closet? Grab your fear. Hold on to it. Hold on to it and realize, okay, that clown is a person who is a failure at everything else other than being a clown. Literally, they suck at juggling, they suck at comedy, they suck at acting, they suck at dancing, they suck at mime, they're great at carpooling. Fuck a clown. Fuck clowns. If you walk out of here tonight and you see a clown sneaking around under a street lamp, fucking gird up. Gird up and just yell, motherfucker. And if that clown is like, what? Chase that clown. Chase it. Chase that clown. They don't even expect that. They don't even know you're going to chase him. Chase that clown. You're going to catch him. They can't outrun you in those shoes. And then you catch that clown and you beat the fuck out of that clown. And then you set that clown on fire. Did you know that the smell of burning clowns alerts other clowns in the neighborhood to leave the area? They can smell burning clown. Now, by the same token, if you go home tonight and you open your closet door and there's a ventriloquist dummy there that nobody remembers buying, burn your fucking house to the ground. Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground. It's literally the last of the dark arts. I do not understand how that's entertaining for anyone. You know that you can't even kill a ventriloquist. You have to kill Jeff Dunham. He's the head ventriloquist. You have to kill him first and then hang him next to his fucking racist puppets. Anyways, I had a wonderful time with you guys tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Good night.
I like to come up with slogans for different things that don't want my slogans. They're not interested in hearing them. They just don't want to use them at all, but I think they're brilliant. Bank of America. Banking is really scary right now. So like that seems like a simple one that they should just address that, you know? Bank of America, their slogan should be of A. Be very of A. Be good around Halloween time. A ghost could say it. Be very of A. He could do that thing that ghosts do. They like scare you with their jazz hands.
I got arrested once. Has anybody in here ever been arrested? I knew I could count on you, Ohio. I got arrested a few years ago. It was at the Mansfield Reformatory where they filmed The Shawshank Redemption and do haunted houses. And I went down there for my friend's birthday, and we were there, and the plan was to drink at a bar and then drink at the haunted house and go drink at another bar because we bought fast passes, and we're like, we'll be in and out because we got the fast passes. But it turns out everybody else that went to the haunted house also bought fast passes. And when everybody has a fast pass, it's just the line. So we were in line for like 3.5 hours, but don't worry, we brought a ton of booze, so we just got wasted. And then I finally get up to show my ticket. It's on my phone dies, and the guy's like, sir, if you don't have a ticket, you can't come in. I was like, why would I wait in line for 3.5 hours if I have a ticket? He's like, I don't know, man, I hate this job, I just wanna go home. And then I walk past him, and a cop stops me, and the cop's like, hey, no ticket, you gotta get out of here. And I was like, fine, but fuck you. And he's like, well, now you're under arrest. I'm like, you can't arrest me for saying fuck you. He's like, I can if you're drunk. I'm like, ooh, got me with his legal mumbo jumbo. So since I'm getting arrested, I was like, I might as well lean into it. So I was just like, you look like fat John Cena. Everyone can see you. Even his partner laughed at that. Like, he didn't show it, but he like turned and you could see his shoulders going like this. And then I got to the jail, and when I got there, I recognized the dude that was also at the haunted house. I'm like, dude, you're at the haunted house too. Were you drunk? He's like, I'm still drunk. I'm like, did you tell the cop to fuck off? He's like, I tried to take his gun. Yeah, so we started a gang. We called ourselves the Dufresne Boys in honor of Shawshank Redemption. Yeah. First we tried to tunnel out, that didn't work. Then we told the guards we'd do their taxes. Like, we'll do your taxes, give me a W-2. They're like, it's October. I'm like, come on. Anyway, that's how I met Hunter Biden. He's nice. He's very nice.
Who here loves fall? You're all wrong. Fuck fall. Fall is the worst. I say we get rid of fall. We don't need it. It's indecisive. Is it hot? Is it cold? We don't need any of that shit. And the holidays all suck. Oh, I said it. Thanksgiving, we all know what that is. I said get rid of Halloween too. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Oh, we don't need Halloween. Just some chubby kid like going door to door asking strangers for candy. That's exactly what we were taught not to do. None of the parents let the kids eat the candy anyway because they don't trust anyone. Just buy Gerard like a bag of Reese's Pieces and you'll be fine. I say we do away with Halloween, except the slutty costumes. I am pro slutty costume. Thank you. In fact, I say we do more slutty costumes. Every day should be slutty costume day. We should just have the option. On a Tuesday in April, I'd love to walk out as a sexy Wonder Woman. Wake up next to a naughty Harley Quinn in a lasso of truth. Yeah. Sounds like a perfect way to kick off spring. But fall hit me hard this year. Oh yeah, like I could barely get out of bed for a couple weeks. What I decided to do was rid myself of all things toxic. So I did a social media purge. Thank you all so much. I didn't delete social media, I just blocked everybody. Oh, y'all, like I blocked every comedian I know. Oh, it's very toxic. Good Lord, like trying to tell jokes online. Don't need any of that shit. I blocked Taylor Swift. I blocked Oprah. They both know what they did. Yeah, I blocked everybody. I blocked my dad. Listen, in my defense, he has a very weird mustache. And I can't figure it out. It's like, do you think you're a 1970s porn star? Do you think you're Burt Reynolds? Are you gonna try to sell me a reverse mortgage? Don't want any of that. Just be better and then you can come back to me.
Are you guys excited for Halloween? Yeah! It's gonna be great. Is anybody gonna go as anything fun? Yeah! That was fun. You can answer. You guys can answer. It's safe. I won't be mad. Is anyone gonna go as anything fun? Yeah! Okay, great. This has got weirder. I think no one wants to be on the recording. It's fine. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite holidays. And my favorite thing about Halloween is how people start off the night as one costume and then end the night as something else entirely, you know? Like my buddy started the night off as Spider-Man, and then he got drunk and ended the night as racist Spider-Man. Or like someone who's like, I'm gonna start the night off as sexy mouse. And they end the night as pregnant mouse. This mouse was not ready for this. Favorite Halloween costume I ever saw. This is great. I went to go visit my buddy at the University of Wisconsin. Halloween is huge there. People get crazy drunk. They go to the street called State Street. And we see this guy coming toward us. He got a blue shirt on, white spots. Blue shirt, white spots. He stumbles towards me and I'm like, bro, what are you supposed to be? And he's like, I'm partly cloudy. Then he takes out a water bottle and sprays me in the face. He's like, with the chance of showers. It was at that moment that I wish he was tased by a cop, you know? And the cop was like, thunder and lightning, bitch. Thunder and lightning.
Haunted houses, they're still the same, which is weird. Like, they've been the same since I was a kid. Like, I'm Freddy Krueger and I'm an axe murderer. Like, we need, like, to update the haunted house model. You know, like, imagine a haunted house where you walk into one room and all of a sudden your phone is at 3% charge. I just plugged this in. Spooky. Then you walk into a room and every person you've ever insulted online is waiting to speak with you. You know, like an ex-girlfriend, your old boss, Ed Sheeran, just random people with bones to pick. You walk into another room and it's just your dad looking at pornography. You walk in, he's like, shut the door! Oh, Father, I had no idea you were such a fan of the Far East. Anyway,
You know, I don't watch a lot of TV. I only watch ghost hunting shows. I want to see a ghost really bad. But I mean, I just feel like they're too nice to the ghosts. You know, so there's someone here that wants to make themselves feel better. I want to see Brooklyn Mafia ghost hunting. Excuse me, you don't want to go whoa, 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 up and down a hole. You're the cocksucker go whoa, whoa, whoa. Shut up. My wife and I trying to sleep, understand, asshole? Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna suck you into my vacuum cleaner. I can't have it.